gender-affirming care for transgender minors. Northwestern Law School is weighing in on a case before the U.S. Supreme Court.
The court's considering the state of Tennessee's ban on puberty blockers and hormone therapy. It's an emotionally charged issue that's playing out in states across this country.
Well, tonight we are joined by the director of the LGBTQ plus rights clinic at Northwestern Law, Professor Kara Engelhardt. Welcome to our streaming show tonight on this very important topic.
So great to be with you. Thanks for having me.
So let's start with the basics. What is gender-affirming care, Professor?
Thank you. Gender-affirming care, as a general rule, is an umbrella term for any kind of therapeutic or medical intervention used to treat the symptoms of gender dysphoria or clinically significant distress usually associated with someone having a gender identity that doesn't match the stereotypes associated with their sex assigned at birth or the sex marked on their birth certificate. In other words, a trans girl might have clinically significant distress associated with being unable to live as the girl that she is, to wear girls' clothes, to be referred to by a girl's name, and being forced to dress or play as a boy. And this term, gender dysphoria, gender-affirming care itself, is nothing new. It's been something that doctors and scientists have been understanding and having a growing understanding of since the mid-1800s. And here, like you mentioned at the top, we're talking specifically in this case about two types of care: puberty blockers and cross-gender hormones, both evidence-based, safe, effective forms of healthcare.
And tell me more about the impact of that Tennessee ban on gender-affirming care.
Yeah, just like thousands of families across the country, families with transgender children in them are facing the loss of freedom, the loss of the freedom to access, medically ethical, evidence-based health care that they need, medical care and prescriptions that their medical teams have decided are medically necessary in consultation with parents and the children and their families. It can be really hard to understand if someone doesn't have a trans child in their life, but this is a private medical decision. In fact, in some states, this is a form of care that's facing, or that doctors are being criminalized for providing. In fact, some people are facing threats of having their children removed from their home. It's really a very similar playbook to what we've seen in the space of reproductive rights. In fact, some states are trying to come for care for consenting adults.
And Professor Kara, why is Northwestern taking action in the Supreme Court case? How is this happening?
First of all, I should say I don't speak on behalf of Northwestern Law or the university more broadly. I'm just the director of the LGBTQI plus rights clinic at the law school. But this is one of the most significant civil rights cases of our time. And the students in the clinic, the next generation leaders, care so much about this right, this ability to access care that they had when they were young and don't want to see lost for the next generation. And what we have done in this case is represent a group of the best, most expert historians in the country on the issue of trans rights and healthcare, as well as the nation's leading historical associations, to show the court and the American people that this diagnosis and the healthcare issue is nothing new and has developed along the same as other very well-known types of medical care that have evolved throughout the last century.
Professor Engelhardt, we appreciate you joining us to shed some insight on this topic tonight. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Of course.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.